Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome back. We're here for another outing of the Rec Room. Part of me wants to say it's the beginning of the end, but that's not right. It's more like the beginning of the middle because this is probably going to be one of the last of what I've referred to for the last year and a half as our official outing. I mean, it's really just going to be everything's just kind of going to be normal Rec Room operational stuff moving forward here. I'll get into some of our schedule changes here in a second, but initially, so if you're new to the Rec Room, this is essentially a virtual hangout for creative project updates, pop culture commentary, and deep dives on franchises that inspire any of the above. So we're going to start taking a tack a little bit more. I really want to get more into pop culture comparisons, some other stuff. Doesn't mean that's going to dominate and take over the gaming side of things, but I mean, my intent is to have this be a little bit more of a variety show. So there's going to be a little bit more of that off the top of the stream. And of course, there's always the case of the random dry humor inserted in, the occasional pop culture reference or commentary scattered throughout. But it takes a lot more work to get stuff ready. And I actually did get a couple visuals tonight for a couple things going on. So I'll also explain those here in a second as well. So on Sundays, we've been working on Mercenaries 2 World in Flames for the Xbox 360. And we're actually getting pretty close to the actual end of this. So we're just going to do some random stuff tonight. And then we're just going to totally goof around for our last episode next week. So we were off last week because of Labor Day weekend. So we just had a little bit of a delay, but we're going to start having some adjustments to the schedule coming up in the next couple weeks here. So first up, shout outs to Chairman. He is hanging out with us already on YouTube. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. And as far as the rundown numbers, no news to report. As far as some viewership stuff, kind of cool. So unexpected to me, I'd still end up doing another lengthy stream of Metal Slug Attack Reloaded last week. And the cool thing was, I actually got through a couple of things that were very, very challenging. And I'm kind of surprised that, with it being a newer game, so I don't know if everybody that's going to play it has kind of played through it and moved on, or if maybe it's just getting slow traction. I mean, because I kind of understand it is a tower defense game and it's mobile. But the viewership's been pretty good, and there was not a lot of videos to compete with over on the Twitch side even, so that was kind of cool. Plus, we had highlight videos which got posted to YouTube, and viewership has been good on those too, so thank you to everybody that's been checking out. That's been pretty cool. Turtles has been hit or miss. Turtles has been one of those things where things have gone up and down, and I didn't realize, actually, I must not have paid attention to the Turtles numbers, but the Turtles viewership is between 12 and 13,000 on Twitch. So that's halfway between most of the stuff we play and Mercenaries, which is in the... I'm sorry, I always messed that up. Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries, which is in the 20,000s. So all about the numbers game, kind of stuff, just trying to see what people are doing and trying to rub shoulders and squeeze our way into the crowd with stuff we got going on. And of course, stuff like we're doing tonight with Mercenaries 2. Mercenaries 1 is definitely much more popular in the speedrun camp, but Mercenaries 2 just obviously doesn't get a whole lot of love, so we're still here hanging out and playing it because it's still fun. And it has been a good open world game because, there's only a few games that are sandbox related in the Rec Room library, so it has been fun. This has obviously been the one I've griped about the most just because of bugs, and EA is not good at, managing their quality control department, so... I don't need to really digress too much on that. I've done plenty of that over the course of this season for Mercenaries 2. So yeah, everything else has been pretty good schedule-wise. So what will likely happen here, so I envision we got this week, obviously tonight, and next week for Mercenaries 2. That's going to get rotated out, and we'll get put on the shelf for a bit. And because I don't have something adequate to replace on a Sunday night, I don't have an official title to replace. So basically, we're going to cut... probably a rotation in half because I don't know what's happening over the next few weeks of hamster wheel stuff and what's going to start to happen over the next couple months even. So I'm going to kind of keep things a little bit more flexible. So Mercenaries 2 will get rotated, and we will come back. I agree with Chairman. It is, he loves the game, and I like it a lot. For me, it's tough. It's not my top of the list, but it is definitely a solid title, and it has been enjoyable. But there are easily some that do bump it down a few pegs. So also this week, we will have at least another episode of Invisible Ink. If for some reason us doing the near end game mission plus the end game mission carries onward, as long as we don't fail. You know, we could have another episode, but there is a strong possibility that we might be done with Invisible Ink tomorrow. Then we have Tuesdays. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded is going to continue for a bit because I at least got to level 40 on my other playthrough, and we're only at like 26 to 28 on that. So we've got at least a few episodes on Metal Slug. Warriors of Orochi, kind of the same thing. We're only into chapter 3 out of 8. Got a lot of content to do there. MechWarrior 5 is another one that's going to get put on the shelf, and that game is going to require a victory lap because we will have 80 episodes worth of content. We pretty much ran out of stuff to do already on episode 79, but we'll try to do something fun as a celebratory joyride around the galaxy in that one, and then just to send it off into the shelves rather than the sunset. So that's another one that'll rotate out. And then Turtles, still planning to do on Turtles as far as being thorough and complete with trying to unlock costume colors and finishing survival mode and stuff. So I envision what will happen going forward. We will have titles likely on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it's not going to necessarily start just next week, but it's perhaps the one following. We're going to get closer to that. It kind of varies because we've got games dropping off maybe on different weeks. But yeah, we got Mercenaries 2 tonight and next week, and then go from there. So also to talk about, I know this isn't direct Mercenaries related stuff, but you know, this is a little bit more in the wheelhouse of things going on here. So I haven't really talked about these in a while. It's just because I'm not in the lane to really do a lot of promotion at the same time. These are time consuming, and I didn't get a lot of time to work on between essentially last September and just the last few weeks even. But I've done art prints for certain pop culture characters, and sometimes often in relation to games that we've been playing, or just because they're franchises I like. So one of the first characters I did, and I wanted to talk about this Friday, but I didn't get this ready, so I'm probably going to talk about a little bit more on Friday. But because this is was formerly the official show, I just want to talk from a creative standpoint and just show some of the progress I've made over the last few years, just trying to go from point A to point B, working in the digital art space. And so this is a 4-year gap in time. So basically, April O'Neil for Turtles was one of the first characters that I wanted to work on, mostly because I was able to find some of the basics I needed, like the yellow jumpsuit, essentially. But it's been an interesting process trying to find 3D assets, and even over time, skills change. And as anybody who's working in the creative realm, hopefully your skills are changing and improving all the time as well. And I just thought this would be kind of a neat thing to do to show just literally what's happened now. What I had in 2020, radically different between what I have now, and then there's been less of a gap. There's just a couple things left that were bothering me, you know, from the release I did last year, and then the things I wanted to update. So as you can see, like the backdrops are completely different. The original was far more. All right, YouTube's back online. I think Odyssee's back online, waiting on Pilled and Twitch. We haven't had a disconnect in weeks. I don't know what's randomly happening tonight. You can blame the Xbox. We've been on PlayStation 4 stuff the whole time. Come on, Pilled and Twitch are being the turds here. It's kind of usually how it goes. YouTube's usually responding right away. Pill's having it. Okay, Twitch is back up. Okay, Pill's back up. Okay, looks like we're good to go. So I'd apologize for that, but I don't know what, you know, there's nothing I'm doing. It just arbitrarily decides to cut out. So yeah, if some of the details got cut out, whatever, no big deal. But I mean, basically, I was just, you know, talk about how even subtle things like changing lighting and color make a huge world of difference, because the difference between what I did last year and this year, there's no Photoshop alterations here. This is all stuff done in 3D engines, and then I overlay and put layers together in Photoshop, but I'm not actually doing any Photoshop manipulation other than, you know, a couple filters or something. So, also one of the other things, you know, in an artistic standpoint, I've noticed something I'm more cognizant of, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but if you notice the character's eye position between the original and then it's progressively changed toward the most recent one, that's something like I'm paying more attention to, especially when I purchase 3D models, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that because, granted, genetics vary quite a bit. People's facial structures vary, but for some reason, some of them are starting to look really kind of awkward to me. So there's been a change there, and that was one of the other things. So I don't have too much about to say about that. This is some progress of things going on. But talking about iterative, oh, can't even speak now. Iterative cycles with creativity. So I'm glad to announce that I've got all the fixes I'm going to get done for this point in time done for Ascendant Chaos. So for those who have purchased the ebook, not a big deal. I believe there should be a way to re-download to get the latest, but the big problem was likely the hard copy, because once somebody purchased something, it's not like the Amazon's just going to give you a free copy to replace that. So thankfully, I think there's only minimal fallout on that side, but now I've got the paperback updated, and there might be another revision down the road, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I didn't realize how much stuff just kind of goes under the radar. One of them I knew about. I know when you read something yourself, you're not going to catch everything. So for those of you who are writers out there, I'm sure most of you already know this, but if you're even contemplating getting into writing, understand that you're going to miss a lot. That's why there are editors and all kinds of people who proofread and do stuff for the official process. So because I'm not formally published, I didn't have access to that. Now, I did have somebody who did proofreading. I still found a lot there, or that individual found some. And then I've had people offer me feedback from the ebook, and they found a lot of stuff. And even once I physically got my own paperback copy, I found a lot more. So there's also a difference. That was the one I was not expecting, even from my own read-throughs, to have a tangible difference between looking at it on a screen and looking at it up close on paper. So if anybody's contemplating that, or just trying to alleviate some buzzsaws for you, just anticipate it's going to take about a fair amount of time to flush all that out. So I've been working at this hardcore for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and it took a long time for it being a 700-page book. But I'm glad that is now done. So now we're going to start moving on to some promotional things. So my focus this week is start working on our audio, get some of that live on YouTube, and a couple of things in that department. So, and then also, like I say, I got hamster wheel things to start resolving. So things are going to be kind of sporadic here. But I just want to make sure I keep you informed. And the last thing here, talking about something on the pop culture side. So after, feeling so burnt out on, all the editing this week, I got to cap the weekend by getting to watch the last episode of an anime that I've talked about loosely, not in great depth, but I finally got a visual for you, at least tonight. So to this day, I still have not had any anime overthrow Code Geass in terms of being my favorite anime, almost even one of my top story franchises from a plot direction. Because I mean, even Christopher Nolan movies, there's a couple that are up there, but still not quite the same potency as Code Geass. So Code Geass has had several major not iterations, but major chunks of content over the last almost 15 years now. The first season came out. Well, actually, we're getting a little closer to 20. I believe Code Geass came out in 2006, and it had a sequel. And those were a couple of tightly packed shows, crazy plot twists, and great characters, massive amounts of scale to them. And then it went dormant for a while. And honestly, you could have never produced another Code Geass piece of anything, and the series would have still lived on in good fashion, because they did, in a rather ambiguous, leave it up to the user interpretation. The challenge was they decided to do a retelling and compress them into movies, and for the sake of allowing them to kind of tell a little bit more of a story. Since that time, the two other chunks, one was a side story that and that's the one on the right, Akito the Exile, that was injected in between seasons 1 and 2. Now, it had almost no connection to the original characters and cast. There was a couple cameos, and so there was some things to connect it. So it was neat to see them tell a side story, but as an audience, you don't necessarily know how it's related. And it was pretty neat, but it was weird because it was broken up into 5 long episodes, so it was kind of not the same typical season format. Now here we are in 2024, and they have finally released the closest thing to an actual sequel. And when it started out, there's almost very little connection. You're actually back in a lot of the realm that the first 2 seasons were, but of course things have progressed in time. Now, the interesting thing is they've decided to work with completely new characters, so you kind of have to do things to break away from your original storyline, because there's not you don't as a storyteller, as a creative, you need to be careful about retreading the same ground again and again and again. The big corporations are guilty of doing this. I'm looking at you, Star Wars, and Marvel, and pretty much every major franchise is reluctant to get away from the stuff that they know very well because it sells. And in this case, Code Geass kind of walks this fine line of doing both, because on the one hand, you have characters that represent the original models. Their types are the same, and it makes it difficult because a lot of people want their favorite characters, but at the same time, you can't just do that without potentially damaging an already previously solid story. So overall, my general review here is Dakkan no Roze, or Roze of the Recapture, the latest one. I have to give it a solid B plus, because it still surprised me. Had some interesting plot twists that I wasn't expecting. The only downside was that it was building up to a massive scale, and because there started to be cameos of original characters toward the last quarter of the 12 episode season, I'm like, oh, this is great. They're going to bring everybody together and work this all out. Unfortunately, the scale of the final conflict was still local to the characters that the season centered around. So I don't know. I could have given it high ratings if not for that. So I'm still pleased with how it turned out. And I didn't see a lot of promotion for it coming into the season compared to other things like My Hero Academia and others, which have been long running and far more in the spotlight. So Code Geass has kind of like fallen down in the popularity spectrum, or not popularity, but at least not as well known as a lot of stuff that's popular because of Shonen magazine and stuff like that. So I was thankful to have that to tie off the weekend here after everything else going on with Firewall Protocol Saga stuff. So yeah, it was overdue to get some content, some pop culture stuff in. So like I said, this is not just all 100% gaming, but obviously it's a lot of what we do because it doesn't require quite as much content. But so here we are. We are back on episode 24, which is called Nigh End is Nigh, to use internet jargon for redundancy, whichever, I don't care. And so we did happen to find a couple other things to do last week. There was a random mission for the Chinese that was not complete. I think we got through all three of the levels of the one that was left. So really, there's still one other one hiding out there for the UP. If we can't get that, then we're just going to have to call it complete without being able to access that one. But the one thing left is still the pistol challenge. We're going to drive around, look for some parts. If we can find any of the last quests, we're going to undertake them, but it is not a given because the game, of course, is buggy. There also might be things that affected availability based on the order in which we did some of the missions. So, also things might get a little weird here because I can't remember where we left the saves. So, also let me do just a quick check here, make sure everything hopefully is still functional. Oh, I of course also forgot to disable Twitch there. That could also cause another problem later. So of course everything's going to be messed up thanks to that disconnect. That means I'm not going to have everything posted immediately, because then I got to wait for the YouTube one. Well, it might be only 2 parts, but usually disconnects come in sets of, usually in sets of 3. You know what? Anytime a disconnect happens, I also noticed that the disconnects were happening in exactly 58 minutes and 59 seconds. So that tells me there's a systematic issue going on. Maybe I need to reboot my router or something. That's kind of also another possibility. Okay, so how much money we got? Yeah, 70 million. Okay, I kind of check some stats here. So everybody likes us for the time being. We probably bribed everybody. Stats here. So, no progress. Yeah, I can use up some of the airstrikes, but in order to drag out another episode, my intent here is just to do a showcase of airstrikes all in one episode. And see, what I can't figure out here is why we still have 2 China missions left. So those are the 2 in question. Now, I don't know if it's considering the other 2 that we could have done prior to working. Well, there wouldn't have been any others. There may have been one other one left for the allies. But allies are finished. The PLAV are finished. Pirates are finished. UP is the only one. So we're gonna start over with a good old warm up of the pistol challenge here, and then spare parts. Yeah, 109 out of 100. Good job, EA. And then I want to do a last attempt to find that. So that's going to chew up some time here. And then, yeah, we're going to go... I was going to say, we're going to go airstrike crazy on the final one. So kind of like a fireworks-esque kind of burn it all to the ground kind of deal.
You know,
I think we've heard you say it 50 times, Fiona, if not more. All right, here's the pistol one.
I know you hate...
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't get, in terms of talking to Ava about buying the bunker buster, we don't have all the parts, though. I mean, I'll go talk to her again and see where we're at, but I mean, because we only have 49, we actually don't have the ability to buy it. So, I mean, this game is so buggy. Alright.
Nice shot.
Yes. Alright, so I'm going to try things a little different here. I have to go this way. Oh, missed one.
5 seconds.
I go 2.
Now I see why we have Misha handle the big guns.
Look at that. Completely missing. 54, so still 9 seconds over. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do this. I mean, the only thing I could do differently is if this were keyboard and mouse. No, we don't have all the spare parts. It says 109.
Maybe I should be senior partner.
Don't you know the rule?
We're still
Let
only
the
at a
Viking
legitimate
win.
49.50 ballpark of spare parts. And so the problem is, and I know this from a programming standpoint, there's something in the game that's saying, oh, you found a spare part. So it's telling the stat to update and say, you've increased your stat count. But it's not updating everything across the board because we technically didn't pick it up. So there's something about picking up the part that correctly updates the behind the thing for the unlocks, but being in proximity to where the part used to be is not modifying that statistic and is modifying the overall one. So that's what I'm saying. We don't have 109 parts. We've only got about 50. So we're still not going to be able to get everything we could buy from Ava.
But I know you love losing money.
Well, I mean, I don't view it as weird. I mean, this is the realm I've worked in. It's just human beings who wrote the code for this didn't do their job of checking it to make sure it was working correctly. And for a billion-dollar organization like EA, I find that to be unacceptable. Yep,
30
right
seconds
between.
left.
Yep, that was terrible. Five seconds.
Shot.
Five seconds.
Oh, 5 seconds at that point. That's some action. Oh.
Now I see why
Oh,
we have
come
Misha
on.
handle the big guns.
Do I have to zoom? Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in, so it really doesn't change anything. I still have to hit it from way back here. Alright, we'll do one more. This is so stupid. Game challenges should be doable by the average individual with average reflexes.
Woohoo!
Yeah, don't get excited.
Jam.
I know you hate.
No, I don't hate target practice. I hate jank challenges. Just for this, we're taking Fiona's car when we get out of here.
Left.
Bought some time.
Nice shooting, Tex.
That's my name, Tex Nilsson.
15 seconds.
That's more than we used to do at this point. Oh my goodness, this is the closest I've been.
Maybe I should ask the VZ very nicely not to shoot you.
Man, had it within 5 until I biffed the last couple there. Yeah, who used the pistol? Yeah, nobody. Well, you've probably seen me use it simply because I've run out there without actually getting weapons. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Well, it's not the issue of the reload. I mean, I'm reloading it on the run because we have no time margin for it. That challenge needs another 5 seconds, especially because of those back targets, which sometimes require 2 shots with no zoom and no ability to move any closer to them. So, I don't know. Waste money for nothing. To prove how stupid this game can be sometimes. Or at least, not the game itself, but components of the game are stupid. Could go right, have them sign a petition, but nobody cares. Pandemic doesn't exist anymore. EA certainly doesn't care. I mean, they'd have to be like, hey, we're gonna bring this back out and say, hey, let's do a remaster because that's the thing to do. But it's not like they're gonna bring Pandemic back or anything. All right, so we're gonna do a world tour here. We're gonna go double check all these one more time. We did check the tower and saw that there was nothing there. So, essentially, like I said, joyride. Go for threading the trees. Nope, hit the tree.
This road runs all the way around the lake. West takes you to Maracaibo, east gets you to Caracas.
Alright, fix the camera, please. So we're about to drive through one of the park areas, so we'll see if it activates here. There's parts usually right here. Oh, nope, next one. See, well, there's one right there. See, it now says we're at 51, so technically we have 50 parts. It's now going to say 110. Oh, would you look at that? Supposedly we've collected 110 spare parts. No, we haven't. We've collected 50. So we still haven't even found half the parts, even with visiting all key locations for every mission. And there's another one. So it's already over by 61. If we have 50 parts, and it now would say 111, it means it has erroneously activated that game notifier 60 plus times. Huh, so that area still got a red around it. Of course, we discovered last time that you can't, the Allied base, which has been nuked, doesn't have the red warning thing around it. He says it's one of ours, then he says fire at will. These guys are real smart. We fire at civilians. We're going to take the vehicle after going here.
It's the Merc.
No, those two parts, those weren't the villa parts. Those were the
Good.
ones
It's you.
by the cantina,
Always
and there was another one in that village area.
What do you need?
So I didn't even go near the other one. So let's check this. We double. Oh, that's right. We said we were going to try this one more time. That's what it was.
That should do it.
I'm feeling generous. Yeah, I'll help you out.
Because even though it's checked, given the bugs, maybe some. Yeah, because I think we were discussing that maybe something didn't activate last time.
We've got a UP VIP awaiting pickup at the Maracaibo Airport.
You fixed my car? Hey, you fixed my car.
This guy needs a safe escort to the
That was
Alta Gracia
weird.
outpost.
Popped the
VZ
curb.
resistance is bound to be stiff, so good luck.
Well, it's not repaired now. Now we always got a better vehicle than their truck. Nick, I may lose my lunch. No kidding. Get over here.
Hey, Matthias, where'd you get those pants, man? They're badass.
Time is money, so get me there pronto and there'll be a good tip. Hey, watch
Yeah.
your driving!
He's already yelling. He's not even in the car and he's yelling.
I take care.
What a dirtbag. Alright, you know what? Gotta mark this thing because I'm gonna get myself lost. At least we got the speed covered. Durability, not so much. Oh, they put a tank up there. That's good times. We're gonna watch the missiles out and stuff that's gonna fly up the hill. How long that was sitting out there. This guy gonna yell at us
I
now?
may lose my lunch.
Oh, there he goes. He lost his lunch. Oh, there's a ramp there.
Hey,
Okay.
watch your driving!
Watch your mouth. No, we failed. No, I know which ones you're talking about. The Villa Dock one and the Garden Maze. It didn't register the proximity because of those two. It registered as we were on the road and activated while we were driving by the other two that I already picked up. It doesn't seem to do it on foot. It seems to do it in a vehicle. So we were in a car. It also does it when we're in a chopper.
We've got a UP VIP awaiting pickup at the
Right now we
Maracaibo
don't have
Airport.
Fiona's
This
car.
guy needs a safe escort to the Alta Gracia outpost. VZ resistance is bound to be stiff, so good luck.
I'm not sure what you're suggesting there. You might want to use an HE. What,
Gotta remember to catch the game.
no, you won't get it until I talk to him.
I really can't miss this meeting. Get me there on time and I'll make sure there's something in it for you.
I'll get you to a meeting on time. I'll get you to your appointment with the Grim Reaper in a hurry. Stupid executive. Alright, so we had a Jeep here. Is that still here? Yep. And the tank. Alright, let's see if I can remember to get the jump this time. There's the jump.
I
Okay.
may lose my lunch.
Calm down.
Oh, wow, quick sandbags. Alright.
Hey, watch your driving!
We have impaled the truck with a security barrier. See, there's another one, and notice it reset to 51, even though we have not reloaded. It is resetting every time something in the game resets. Helicopter. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it would be much easier, but, oh, that's not the drop off. We're gonna drop them off. Am I in the wrong place? I went to the wrong one. Oh, 2 minutes. Course correct. See, where's all the fun in the chopper if you can get lost in a car?
Hey, watch your driving!
I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure other games have done this, but to me, none have been as egregious as EA games, because Mass Effect was the same way. They couldn't figure out how to balance the NPC dialogue. Oh, you know what? This is having a problem now because of the bridge being out. Or something. I don't remember how to go this way. Oh, is it going to take me over the bridge? It's going to take me over the destroyed bridge.
You positive this is the right way?
Absolutely positive. This guy's so dead. Okay, now I agree with you. We need the chopper. Because they are not going to rebuild the bridge for the sake of this guy. Whee!
I may lose my lunch.
See you, dude. You stay here. Fitting end for that guy.
This is ridiculous. Do you have any idea where you're going?
He's dead, and he's still yelling at us. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, yeah, I agree. We'll get a chopper now. We'll shove him out while we're midair.
We've got a UP VIP awaiting pickup at the Maracaibo Airport.
Okay, what we got here? I know. You like the Anaconda. Not guaranteeing we're doing the Anaconda, though. I am not... Well, we shouldn't have to shoot anything if we're just flying over it all, though.
This guy needs a safe escort to the Alta Gracia outpost. BZ resistance is bound to be stiff, so good luck.
Another reason I wouldn't normally do this is because it takes so long. Wait for you, and especially when I can just go get the vehicle, pick them up.
Don't worry about me, boss. I'll catch a ride back.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Let's bury him!
Are you shooting at me? You gotta put him in the gunner seat, essentially. We're all tight in here.
Freaking BZ's running amok.
I really can't miss this meeting. Get me there on time and I'll make sure there's something in it for you.
Yeah. We're not gonna hit anything anyway with this guy on the gun. Doesn't count as co-op with an NPC.
I may lose my lunch.
Oh, jeez, this guy. See, I mean, this is gonna be a straight shot as the ambassador flies. Yeah, it's interesting that the mushroom cloud is preserved, but the zone was not. I don't remember dropping this guy over here. Granted, I don't remember a lot of things, but...
That's the last.
Are you kidding me? Sorry, Chairman, I got to throw you under the bus for that one. He completely jumps out before we land.
We got trouble.
Oh wait, did he survive? Oh, we got credit for it. I thought we were gonna fail that one.
Who's behind that? Flanking. Friendly sighted.
You lucked out. It's gonna give you a hard time if we had to redo that one after using a helicopter. Otherwise, there's actually no way to drive all the way around.
I'm glad to see you. You take all the hard jobs, makes life easier for me. Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so... He's got nothing. We can maybe go check the one where we got that mission.
Kick ass out there.
All the wrong people, like the executive, the people we get the missions from. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. It might be because I tried to land inside the circle. It probably activated because of going inside the circle. If I landed outside the circle, it might have worked better. Alright, so that guy's got nothing for us. So that's one outpost verified, nothing left. Okay, we're gonna go up to this one. Huh, I wonder if we destroyed all the buildings over here. I didn't do it.
Man, seeing you back. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Good luck.
Okay, so we got one more, and it's further down that way. So, you know what? I was probably closer to this one. Do this. Make sure it didn't unlock something from us reactivating that. Oh, at the top of the shipyard? Yeah. Well,
You've just crossed into
really
the
need
city
money
limits
at
of
this point.
Maracaibo. This is the home of Universal
Oops, still missed
Petroleum,
that.
and they've got this place locked. That's one billboard down.
rolled us over 70 million.
That's one billboard down.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. How have we missed that one? And now it's not even visible. I barely caught that one. There's one right between those. Check that out. Now you see it. Now you don't. So basically it takes longer to fade out once you activate it. Or no. Yeah, it takes longer to fade out. And you're going to get right on top of it to fade back in. That's just silly. I mean, if they can volumetrically shade every other major piece of scenery and yet not those, that's just dumb. There we go. Now we have an official 51. How many rounds we got in this thing? Just one. We're not going to waste it. Get out of my ride, you moron!
The enemy is here!
We randomly park our chopper by the street. Some UP guy passing by. Oh, that must be for me. You know, dude's lucky. You know what? If he's standing there, get out. Yeah, that's right. He'll land on your corpse because of that. He's lucky we didn't have the hijack animation. Like a professional.
Petroleum can kiss my ass. I don't
Oop,
care
hit the
about
building.
oil, just the pace.
I don't get paid enough for this! Get the hell out!
Yeah, get away. Don't touch my chopper.
Good. It's you. Always
Good, it's you. I still got
What
no
do you
work for
need?
you. Okay, so we can keep doing that one repetitively.
I need all the help.
Alright, so there's only one left to check, so unless for some reason there's another mission at the tower, which we don't have access to, but we kept checking that. I don't know if there would have been another one. We went to go work for the PLAV, got all theirs. I mean, granted, the UP was ticked off for a certain portion of the game.
Gotta remember to catch the game tomorrow.
Okay, we only got one UP thing left to check. This is double checking our double checking here. they restocked some rockets. Missiles. Missed. Oh, these billboards that I miss.
That's one billboard down.
Waste of rockets.
That's one billboard down.
Whoa, don't you try crashing me. So they randomly put that spare part outside, in between.
That's Lake Maracaibo.
Billboards.
It's a massive body of water that
Again,
serves
other
as the
games
key
at least would
conduit
put
for the
that,
oil
like
industry.
Crackdown would have put that
Naturally,
like a
just
point of
about every
interest.
faction in Venezuela can
rather
be
than
spotted
random
using this area for their
places.
operations.
Check over here. Oh, there. That's where one was.
That's Universal Petroleum's
What hit me?
primary refinery. The VZ and guerrillas both want UP out of here.
What in the
but
world
the
is that? A
machinery is
chopper?
too valuable to destroy.
Randomly hit by random sky junk. You know what? I don't remember coming over here. Did we liberate this recently? Oh, well, we did. Yeah, actually, we did. This one unlocked anyway. Maybe I didn't come back in. Is this it? It'd be nice if this was it.
Good to see you back. We need all the help we can get.
What do you need?
He doesn't have it either. Nobody's got stuff for us. That is unfortunate. The stuff is indefinitely locked.
Take it
I mean,
easy.
Unless... Now, we didn't get that until after the end game, so I wonder... Maybe we would have had to get theirs now, because there's always the possibility... If there's a driving mission, an escort mission, and the bridge is needed, you know, blowing up a key piece of terrain might affect the actual mission. So I don't know if that's the case, but I'm only speculating as to why we can't find the last mission, the last stuff we should have for Universal Petroleum. So we'll do another flyby of China stuff. And then maybe collect some fuel and do some more spare part randomization. And then we'll just, it'll probably be a shorter night, and then just goof around for the last episode. There's a red case, I bet he's got something. So let me put a marker so I'm not flying the wrong way here. Oh, I am going the wrong way. Random. Does that got a ladder? Actually got a ladder. Oh wow, you can actually pull up to the ladder and jump. Well, what the? That's a random pile of briefcase of cash falling out of the sky. I go hit something again that's not even in the air. I saw the dollar symbol there for a second. See, there's another one. There's that shadow right above us. Look. What the? I am so confused. I go to look upward and then suddenly I'm on the ground. Oh, well there's the briefcase. Poor craftsmanship. They're not friendly. I will return the favor. Oh, now they're sniping then. Kind of an effective strategy in Mercenaries 1. Follow the train tracks. You guys want some of this?
I should have blown up this whole neighborhood.
Oh, the crane? You talking about the crane that was in the other one? I wasn't paying attention to the crane over here. Well, the crane was one of the items that got blown up when we had to go take that mission on. Yes, totally keeping random cash on top of my fuel storage containers. See, to make such a tall area, you'd think you could have at least put a salvage or a spare park container up here or something. I mean, that way it would encourage you to actually explore useful items like key points of interest.
You know what to do. Get him.
UP shooting at me. Ah, wow, there's one. Alright. Yeah, making sure it's clear first. Can you get him? That's not what I want. Oh, I blocked it with the fence. Alright, that's, what, 52?
The enemy is here! Serpentine!
So we got Geass Carpenter. So welcome to the chat. If legit not a bot, so it's hard to know sometimes, but it seems a little bit less bot likely, but I don't have a Discord account, so if that's an advertisement for a Discord channel, I'm not sure what to say. Okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of getting myself lost here while heading toward Chinese territory.
You're entering the eastern side of the Amazons in Venezuela. You won't find much on the main roads around here, but all you have to do is travel off the beaten path, and you'll find all kinds of hidden VZ and guerrilla activity.
So, random billboard. You know, this is not advertising money well spent. It's like, hey, we're going to put a billboard on a dirt road, which gets about 3 cars a day.
One more billboard destroyed.
Man, we did find a lot in that rock quarry area, but man, I'm not sure what kind of areas are missing to Roze.
One more billboard destroyed.
We've been through most of these obvious areas. No, you don't really have to. Yeah. Our favorite water channel. Been through here. Low and not slow. Yep, we got the one over here. That was one of the ones I think I actually picked off my old handwritten map. Yeah, Chairman, it's okay. If I don't know if, like I said, I don't know. Usually the bot accounts are always like, hey, you want you want bots and you want to pay us. So I don't know if it's legit or if it's or not. So appreciate you running defense, but I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, we're eventually gonna get there. This is the helicopter version of Squirrel. Go look for stuff in random places.
Caracas, the capital city of Venezuela. Once a bustling hub of commerce and culture, now it's largely a ruined war zone. There's still some civilian life around town, but most people... Hey!
Oh, whoa. Now the zone's... now it showed up. See, that was missing last time. That zone was completely missing, so I go driving into it. Without my radiation pills.
That's one billboard down.
I haven't driven through the park here. Park is a good spot where they like to put them out in the open or something.
Who's driving that vehicle?
I don't know. Why don't you jump up here and find out who's driving it, goofball?
It's one of ours!
Easy money. Another billboard down.
See if I ticked off from me firing in proximity. Because somebody got upset with me by blowing something up one time. Like, but I didn't shoot at you though.
The merge!
Well, dude.
I haven't really been through these buildings, so it seems like a plausible location. Take out the low-lying obstacles. I'm here to do some landscaping. Oh, well, yeah, as far as talking about the crane, saw the comment there. Yeah, it's more of a cargo lift, but still probably a crane of some kind, if there's a technical term for it. I don't recall either.
What is that?
Cargo lift. Ooh, I haven't walked through here. Why is there no spare parts out here in the open? Looking for giant orange blocks. And trees to crash into.
Easy money. Another billboard down.
It's easy money, but not exciting money. Okay, we did come through here. We had a mission that we had to take care of over in this area. Probably would have found anything if there was. Okay. I've been through here a couple times.
Firing!
Alright, anyway. Oh, when you're saying I was crashing into stuff, there was supposed to be a crane there. Okay, I didn't catch that comment in between. So I was crashing into an invisible object. Again, EA quality. Alright, then over here, there's a pallet cache. Yeah, I still see the icon there. Grabbed that one before. Been over this numerous times, especially since I was trying to find that other one, which I bypassed the one episode. So we're good here. Plus there's others from different angles. Alright, so there's another Chinese one. Actually, you know what? Since we're here, we'll go talk to them. And don't mind the allied vehicle. It's just, Hex Nilsson, your friendly neighborhood Swedish mercenary, popping by.
I see Mafia.
Here for some takeout.
You return.
What do you need?
Nope, nothing
Good
here.
fortune, mercenary.
You want good fortune? I give you cookie. I'm getting pretty proficient in parking the chopper, so I'll have to take like 2 steps to get back in it. Alright, did that clear my GPS marker? Kind of looks like it did. Hey, what happened to your headquarters, guys? Where'd it go? Ooh, I just saw something. Was that a flag? Yeah, it was a flag. No orange box. Oh, you idiots. Stop it.
Time to skydive.
No, not time to skydive. Good way to get it repaired here.
You return.
Hey, didn't I just see you at
Yeah,
the
I'm
other
here.
tent? What, do you got a tunneling system here?
yourself.
Transporter?
The Americans are treacherous.
Hive mind? Bunch of clones? How do you do that? Oh, wait. EA quality. EA quality supersedes teleportation. Okay, so that's 2 out of 4. Take the distant one. Man, that was right on the edge. There was parts over here, I think. Pretty sure we've been through here. No, don't fire. Man, so we found like 2 or 3 in here last time.
It's a large seaside
Oh,
town in
hey,
eastern
yeah,
Venezuela.
whoa.
This
There's
city is
another one.
mostly occupied by the Chinese now, but the Allies have
Because we
small
mostly
pockets
just
of
came
troops
in
in the
here,
south
did
side
some
of the
allied
city.
stuff, or fought some allies, ran out. Oh, Matthias. Are you tethered to this thing? Get out. Check that out. Ollie's retired chicken suit. Chicken suit, not just chicken. Chicken suit. Cheap suits. Cheap suits. I watched Rush Hour 2 last night, or at least... well, watch isn't always the accurate term for me in movies. Sometimes it's background noise, but I listened to a lot of Rush Hour 2 last night. Carter's rolling around Hong Kong, and the guy is, cheese suits, cheese suits. Well, now that we know there's an abundance in here that I've overlooked, might as well fly around the perimeter. Check the beach. You wanted to say intruder. Alright, so we got... Oh, this... Yeah, so this guy over here was the one that we found the med-explosion one. Which helped... Oh, pff, good grief. Man, they've been tucking them all over this one. That's what I mean. This is not a point of interest. It's just random place. Karaoke beer monster. I don't want to say that. Not interested in karaoke or beer. Oh, well, we found 2. What do we have 2? Like 4 for the night? Might actually get to 60. Well, no, we're actually probably like at 54. Okay, so that path... I did this wrong last time. See, one of these is the base, so I think that's the base over there. This was what, VZ material? Drove up here, got some hostile activity. Yeah. All VZs can suck sand. If I didn't come up here, would there be one?
Hey,
Whoa, edge of the map.
The signal strength's back to normal now.
You know, so.
Wait, I still can.
No, they're not happy, but I don't see anything to stop and pick up, so carrying on. I grabbed everything over here, not touching that orange barrel. It's alright. They'll repair it while I'm inside. Alright, so we got to level 3, unless this guy's got anything for us. Don't know where else the Chinese one would be. We got one more to check, but something is missing.
Ah, good. You have returned. I'm not sure we could operate without you.
Yeah, I'm here because he needs something obliterated.
So did I do this one? We did finish the level 3 last time.
You're on your own for that.
So, oops.
No, not right now. Maybe later.
Maybe not at all.
The people of Venezuela will thank you.
Not so sure. Fortune cookies and fried rice for all. It'd be funny if I didn't turn the camera. That's funny. That doesn't look like my helicopter. Okay, one last Chinese one check. Otherwise, there's some bugginess there. I find it hard to believe... Well, again, it's EA we're talking about here. I find it hard to believe that if you don't have the ability to get the mission because you got locked out by choosing the allies, it should not fault you and say you missed 2 missions. But considering there's plenty of other bugs in this thing, I don't know if they would have had the foresight to not treat that correctly. Because again, there's no New Game Plus. There should be a New Game Plus, in which case you would need to get that. So it can't be faulting you for doing stuff that doesn't give you the option for it in a branching story mode. Okay, so we kind of checked the outer area. We probably ran through some of these areas when we were blowing up the allied stuff. It's also interesting, you technically... yep, there's one we got last time. You could technically have spare parts inside the nuclear blast zone, but that would be pretty dirty to not have the ability to go back and get them. You literally have to get them before that event occurs. Pretty mean. You're like, guess what? You're starting over. Where's my missiles at?
Easy money. Another billboard down.
Ah, dang disconnect. You know what? We're sitting at an hour. I wonder if that's my router. Yep, 58 minutes, 59 seconds. Twitch is the one that cuts out that I noticed that with. Alright, waiting for Twitch to reconnect here. Well, that creates more work for me tomorrow. Come on, Twitch. Okay, Twitch is back up and paused. Okay. Lesson learned, don't do fun stuff during disconnect. Alright, we've been over to this island a couple times. Been over here, can't remember if there was one or not. Let's fly up the road anyway. Can't remember if this was a mission or not. Alright, nothing to see there. Whoa! Front row seat to the missile clipping across the nose. Alright. Not enough territory up here to really revisit, so... Alright, this is the last Chinese location, so if we can't find anything mission-related from these guys, then... the game is stingy in its completion mechanism. Park it so I can walk right through the fence without landing on the fence. Screw the garden vegetables. We'll just have to put something else in the fried rice.
I need your services. Only you can obliterate our enemies.
Well, sorry, I gave those services to the other two clones. Nothing here either. So we have
Fine.
exhausted all possible Chinese locations. There's nothing here. So we're short 2 missions for the Chinese, short 3 missions for the Universal Petroleum. Yeah, I agree. I think it sucks too. I don't know what else to do about that. So we'll get some fuel, do some fly rounds. We'll save a little some showcase stuff for next time. Let's go find some fuel from the VZs, preferably, rather than take anybody that's going to get ticked off and have to bribe them for any random reason.
Alarm! Alarm!
Alright, we've been through here. Where can we go on the map that maybe we haven't gone? I don't know. Let's go maybe check down here.
That's one billboard down.
See, this was the main headquarters, or at least we had to go here initially. Wait, we already did this one. Yeah, okay. Kind of flying the wrong way. Oh, yeah, I flew around this.
One more billboard destroyed.
Fuel coming down here. Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be a wise strategy to try to complete everything first, which I'm getting hit by... Oh, some other chopper tried to land on me or something. Listen, dirtbag. I am taking you out just because you hit me and you're blind. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of normally how I play. Like, try to take stuff out as it's available. And I thought I was doing that. So other than let me think about how to say this here. Other than the factions being angry and needing a bribe, I don't recall any other way in which I didn't have all things available. Oh, that's right. This is our refugee mission, so there's nothing here. We already went through this whole thing. Check behind the building. Okay.
Engage!
Nothing there. I guess we'll just fly south or something.
Come
Oh,
with me!
didn't activate. There we go. Unfortunate.
Angel Falls is close by. It's one of the world's tallest waterfalls. Incidentally, it's also where Solana built his hideout bunker.
That's the Chinese. Don't shoot at me. Ah, ooh, there's one.
Who's driving that vehicle?
Don't you worry about it.
Forward! Attack!
Mercenary.
We must retreat!
Yes.
There he
Retreat.
is, the Swedish mercenary. Retreat from the enemy!
First, I look like a Shamu blow-up toy or something. It's garbage bags. There we go.
Merc.
If we can get to 60, we can see what the next item is from Ava, but that's about it.
Welcome
Alright,
back,
you know what?
mercenary.
Yeah, welcome back.
Hey, you
Welcome to
how
Steal
would you
Our
like to make a
Gas.
quick buck?
Hello.
I'll send you in right out.
Greetings.
Watch me get hit by Ewan. There's 500. Nothing there. Okay. Ooh, what's over here? Storm the beach and run up the hill. That's very not exciting. Okay. Random flying may cause motion sickness. Health not guaranteed. You guys got any parts up here? No parts.
We must retreat.
I'm like literally 5 feet from the bushes and they still had volumetrically loaded in.
Holding fire.
Hello.
Nice find.
Coming in for a pickup.
Get out of here before EMP takes it. There we go, another 500. We'll be set. We'll be topped off on fuel. So we can spend it all on airstrikes next time. Make the objective flatten every piece of architecture. Oh, wow. We're on a roll tonight.
The Mercenaries.
Steering box. Okay, so I don't know if that's a legitimate 60. So the trick, in order to even know which number you're on, either I got to write it down on paper, or I always going to have to go into a building after that glitch activates, because that's going to lead to a false count. If like on a season 2, if I do an actual spare parts dedicated walkthrough. All right, so that's interesting. We found, so there's all kinds of stuff on the far edge of the screen here. It's the VZ. We don't mind shooting them. So one of these was kind of like, this isn't the one. We flew into one of these where it was like VZ, but there's nobody in there. It's clearly not this one. Ah, you want something? I got something for you. Well, I didn't get him. Look at all this fuel. Man, there's like half dozen fuel canisters in here. Might as well just come back here and just like, hey, Ewan, come pick up 20 canisters. Let's do this. Look at this. Alright, we are going to activate every single one of these. Even though we don't need them. 1.
Hey, Ewan, how would you like to make a quick buck?
That'll
2.
come in handy.
3.
That'll come in handy.
4.
Hey, Ewan, how would you like...
5.
That'll come in handy.
6.
That'll come in handy.
7.
That'll come in handy.
8.
Hey, Ewan, how would you like to...
9.
That'll come in handy.
9 fuel things, 1 more bomb outside the fence, but I'm not going to try to blow my way out there to get that. So this is crazy. This is like the gold mine of fuel. If you ever need to fill up, it's like, take a chopper, come all the way up here, clean out VZ if need be,
I'll send you
and
one right out.
profit. Let's see if he gets all of them. you needs like a chain to link them all together. 1. Yep, you got him. I mean, if we're not full, there would be a serious problem. 9 times 500 would be 4,500 anyway. I don't know if there's any that are not 500, or if they're like 1,000 instead, but that was Very productive.
It's a war zone down there. Too
What?
hot for me.
What are you talking about, fool? What'd you do, drive into a nuclear blast? That's a nice little checkpoint. Like, where are we anyway? Yeah, this is an area not visited. This is almost like leading into Solano's bunker. I can't remember if his bunker was this road or way back. So yeah, we are headed into a very untraveled place. Especially when we went after the bunker, we took the chopper straight in, didn't mess with any of this. Yeah, so there is possibility if they bothered. I mean, again, not a key point of interest in the sense of revisiting it, but it would be somewhere to hide something. Got him. Very amateurs. See, it doesn't seem like they're sticking them in places that are more hostile. I want to get one or two more just to see if we are at 60 or... Can't clear that. Oh, what is that? Another bridge like, hey, you want to take the back way in? Seems like it would be on the edge of the map here. Or is that the falls? This is the ultra corner of the map. Ultra corner. Can we go above the falls here? That would be like quite the place to put one. We're at the top of the falls. There's the bunker. Oh, yeah, I could go in and get it repaired, but 56. I like to fly on the wild side. Kind of working our way sort of the long way around toward the PMC, but that's unfortunate. I can't go back in the bunker. Alright, so just kind of head this way. We've gone through here, so doesn't mean there isn't more, but I don't want to hit areas not yet traveled. Wait a minute, so if this... Okay. Alright, and we flew over this area to get to the bunker. Let's not mess with that. VZ. Yeah, now might be the reason to evade or get the chopper repaired. Let's fly down here. I missed.
What is he doing?
He missed too. We're on fire. I mean, metaphorically speaking. Now we're like ultra on fire.
Better get out. Too bad I like driving flaming vehicles.
Oh well. Where are we? It's a short walk back to the road. Stupid VZ.
This chaos is disrupting society.
No, you're disrupting society. You're the one driving backwards on a
Viking emergency.
wrong lane. We can hoof it. I mean, how much really... I mean, it's not much new territory here. Well, you know what? Okay. We haven't gone through all that area. Now we're not full on fuel anymore.
Here you go, boss.
What's this guy doing?
I do not know.
Here you go, boss. I'll walk back.
The mercs behind us! Attack!
Trying to climb the mountainside with a boat. Good grief. Alright, we'll start here. Who are these guys?
Who's driving that vehicle?
Don't worry about it. Nothing there.
Who is that?
Alright, I can't remember if this is one of the ones we hit up. We kind of did some
It's one of ours!
random
Wait!
flying before, but...
What's that?
Stupid barrel threw me off. I saw the color orange. Stop that.
Who's driving that vehicle?
Drunk Viking, that's who.
It's one of ours. Wait.
Oh, it's not one of yours, but you can't wait.
Who is that?
Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh, intruder! Oh.
All those stupid red couches.
Oh.
Alright, get ping pong balled in here. Lots of other fun stuff to pick up, though. So you guys, I mean, you got a zillion couches, and they all had to be red. I got a cooler down here on the beach, but that doesn't help any. Nothing on the dock. Okay, well, we checked it. Let's go up this one. Unless we came through there. No, we didn't. Ah, Chinese outpost. Parked awfully close to the Allies. There's nobody here. They decorated it, but they decided not to retain occupancy. Alright, what about all this stuff? Let's go up through here, get these 4 dirt road sections. Alright, I'm gonna wrap by the time we get back to the PMC. Whether that's quick or fast, I don't know. Would like to find one more spare parts. One more spare parts. Plural. Oh, a Russian outpost? Really? Yeah, I mean, given how she's mentioning Yosef, I bet you they may have intended to put them in and probably never finished. Probably like budget. Hey, there we go. Who's shooting at who here? Is there a VZ in the bush? Oh, we came up here because I remember that bridge right there, so somehow I still missed the one that was on the ground, even though we came up here. Okay, so there's that. The next one be over here. Yeah, I don't know what that... granted, I don't recall seeing anything this time around, but... I'm not familiar with where the Russian one could be that you're talking about.
Get them!
This little valley here is for target practice. Ah, wow. Here's one. Basically, we just gotta go hit up all the dirt roads. And just put this one, again, out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing here other than tents. Alright, I think we're officially at 60 now. Or at least a 60 or above. Good place to put the jumper cables, out in the middle of the woods. Man, and there's still 40 that we're missing. Despite how much I've been flying around this game intermittently the last 5 to 10 episodes. Like, some of these wouldn't surprise me. Like, maybe these were outpost missions that never got finished, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so there's that. Let's head up this way.
Forward!
Ah, one with the we already got. Okay, so that's covered. Let's go try both of these dead ends here. Oh, there's a tank. That's good. You missed. I think we've been down here. Yeah, this is familiar. Yeah, definitely came through here. Alright, let's not bother with that. So we did all 4 of those points. You know what? Let's do these, because I know we've circled through here, we've been through here, we've been down through here. So other than maybe hitting these, you know what? I'll hit up these 5 points after these, but then otherwise I'm out of stuff I'm interested in doing tonight. Reactivated on us. It's almost like you gotta travel every road in the game, look on either side of the road, and maybe you'll find them all.
This collection of rickety shacks and makeshift homes.
Okay, we came through here. Let's go check this side, even though whoa, hello, that just instantly shredded.
Destroy half a block of buildings.
Now we're just flying slow. Yep.
Need a tougher ride.
No. Bonk.
Chicks dig scars. Shrapnel.
Chicks dig absence of vertebrae.
This is an emergency. A Viking emergency.
Yep, mushroom cloud still lingering in the air. Alright, so we've been up here. I'm just going to go hit this one by road. Then I'll call in a chopper. Fly over the rest.
I like the universe.
That's just goofy. I mean, it's still got some animation to it, too, as if it was still occurring. Mushroom cloud frozen in time. I mean, it's for dramatic effect. It's not like you actually got to see it in person. You were hanging out talking to Joyce. The news reported on it. Just the road to Grandma's house. Oop, that tree got us. This guy's got all kinds of sports stuff. I see a soccer ball, baseball bat. It looks like it's supposed to be a golf club or something, but I'm not sure what that weight is. Alright, you know what? We're hoofing it. And we're getting a chopper. Oh, look, nothing here. We'll just randomly store crates on a plateau in the middle of the mountains.
Man,
Here you go, boss.
One helicopter delivered, one pilot hoofing it back to the villa.
Well, might be my last chopper. He's gonna get lost. Okay. Alright, it's gonna fly through here and head back to the PMC. Pretty sure we've been through here. But you never know. Yes, back across our favorite water channel. PLAV territory here, or what? Yeah, I've probably been through here too. Alright, there's that one. Let's see up here. There. Oh, it's an ultra hot zone. Tree says none shall pass. Alright. Yeah, that red didn't show up till like right on top of it. Hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Or not. Yep, we've been down there multiple times. Got the one over there. Got stuff over there. There's the villa. You know what, just for fun, fly over here.
Currently occupied by the Venezuelan army. They're using this city as a base for their operations in southern Venezuela, so you're likely to encounter a lot of resistance.
Pretty sure I've been over here. That didn't do a whole lot.
It's one of ours! Wait!
PLAV and allies on good terms? That's interesting. Show us your parts. Your spare parts. Alright. We'll try this, and then fly across the water. What about over here? You guys got anything? Oh, this isn't there. There's one area I remember dying from trying to take the HVT out. Was not happy about that.
Who is that?
Oh, this is the one we had to zip across the water to go up that way. Okay, it's nothing there. That's the end of that. What is this? You know what? Curiosity. Trying to prolong the inevitable, or delay the inevitable. Fly toward the mushroom cloud again. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember this actually. Is this UP? This looks new. Not new, but just like I remember come up here. Be disappointing if they didn't put anything here. Or is that the Russian? You know what? Is that the Russian symbol? No, that's UP. Never mind. I was gonna say. I'll throw me off the actual one we were looking for. Alright. Alright, quit bouncing off the rocks, Matthias. Oh, so it's UP right next to a VZ base. Good placement there, guys. No idea if we came up here or not. Yeah, before when I was doing the HVTs, I wasn't exactly doing a careful geography study. Alright. So it's way up top here. Hide one at the top of a mountain. It doesn't look like it. That ought to make him nervous. Alright, Villa, do that way. Oh, what was that? No, just the base of the supports. I saw the red, but what's the box? What's all this? Why is this giant empty space here? See, oh, so this is where the crane, the invisible crane was, because, yeah, this doesn't look right. This is a whole lot of empty platforms that seem like something should be here. Yeah, that's empty building bases. It's not quite right here. It's a little weird. Ah, cash on top of that. Alright, back to base. So this random boat hanging out here. Who is this?
It's one of ours! Wait!
Oh, allies, naturally.
Who's driving that vehicle?
You guys got any spare parts in there?
It's one of ours! Wait!
Oh, it's still clipping on something. Wow. Buzz the tower. See, now, what is likely to happen now, these two would activate. You were talking about the dock one and the guard one. See, there's the dock one. Here's the guard one. So that's what I was saying. Those two that we hit earlier were actually from the road. Is there one in there? What is that? Some other random piece of noise. No, same thing as that. Oh, it's a planter. That's what that is. Okay. A little deceptive. Nothing there. Nothing there. Pretty much flew across the street to our training ground over there. Nothing to see if there's no training stuff. Going up there to steal fuel. Nothing there. These guys ain't got nothing to say.
Regroup!
One of ours! Wait!
We've been up here multiple times, so...
Who's driving that vehicle?
Okay, that's all I can think to entertain for the moment. So that just leaves maybe a couple more attempts at the pistol challenge, maybe a couple more flybys, and... doing some showcase on the airstrikes. We have verified there's no way to do anything about those missions, so we're going to have a partial incompletion element there. Chairman saying there should be an outpost for the Allies way on top of the hill right across from the bill. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Are you saying there is one there? I can check that next time. If I recall. Okay, let's talk to Ava, see if she's got if anything opened up, but... Hey, boss. I don't know what this is. Huh. So... Okay. So I stand corrected. So by the game actually bugging out and thinking that we have 100, it's showing that we can buy all this. But we don't have 100. We got 60-something. It's on top of an area right across from the villa on a really tall hill. Okay. I'll have to try to remind me. I'll go look for that. Yeah, so now we can buy... Okay, so we can buy the Bunker Buster. We'll do some of those next week, too. So there's that. The Urban Commando. There's the one that has the vehicle attached. The Triton's got to be the one that's already out by the dock. It's just a matter of being able to... This would just give you the ability to call it in instead of just trying to hijack that... Or not hijack, but just come back to the dock and take one every time. I don't recall... See, we haven't really used the Scorcher. I don't know if we've used the Buggy at all. Saboteur's the sidecar. Okay, so everything's unlocked either by it being endgame or by having the game glitch out in terms of the spare parts. Of course, the only thing that is ultra cool is the Panzer Cycle. But otherwise, nah. Auto
boss.
close-up of Viking
I'm just working
face.
on this,
You know what? I don't know what this is.
How's life in war-torn Venezuela?
Oh, just fantastic. There's spare parts hidden everywhere, and I can't find them. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be ending with a 98%. Which, of course, is still passing, but not according to completionist standards. Okay, so let me think about if there's anything to digest from all that. Alright, so again, we've got all missions that we can find resolved. We've got a ballpark about 60 spare parts. So, and the pistol challenge is the only other lingering thing. So, I got it pretty close to one time, but again, I'm not assuming that I'm going to have that finished. Alright, so if you're checking out, Chairman, cool. Thanks for hanging out with us, and yeah, I'll see you next week. So, no scheduled deviations at the moment, so we'll get wrapped next time. And then, yeah, other than maybe doing a couple more flybys, I got nothing else to do other than just, like, go blow some stuff up just to kind of showcase the goofiness of the airstrikes. Because I've been playing, you know, ultra conservatively. That's, like, Fiona has always talked about, like, oh, you should get all these airstrikes. And I'm kind of like, why? Why do I need to blow everything up and get everybody ticked off if all I got to do is just kind of, like, run around, shoot them, you know, preferably shoot them without, you know, them calling in the alarm, but I don't know how the airstrike would mitigate that. So then it's like I'm not using up as much expensive stuff. So that's just my play style. Obviously, these games are designed to be free form to play the way you want, but I haven't really had the need to break out the heavy munitions just because doing so from the ground has been adequate. Yeah, maybe on maybe a higher difficulty, maybe it'd be more necessary, but I'm usually not one to do that unless it's a game I really like the challenge on. This game, you got the existing bugs, and then throw another challenge on top of that. Seems like it'd be kind of like a nuisance. So, okay, that'll do it for tonight. So, thanks to the Chairman for hanging out and talking strategy and providing a couple tidbits there. And thanks for your guest for Batur. I'm guessing German, you know. So, thanks for hanging out with us and joining on Twitch. And that'll be it for tonight. So Invisible Ink tomorrow, Metal Slug on Tuesday, and then all the usual schedule for the rest of the week until we get everything else wrapped up. But have a fantastic one, and we will see you soon.